At point guard, standing 6'2", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Ayton.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
And now the Lakers starting group. Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 spot. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this trade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Reeves can't hit. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Three-pointer, Butler, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And that one, good.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doncic against Curry. From downtown, the shot comes out.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Pass to Doncic. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Back to LeBron. Clock at 6. Launches a 3, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Reeves.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Here's Podziemski. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Butler. And nothing is falling for him right now. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
game. That just tells you this is a group that values taking care of the ball.
And that top 5 assist ranking you brought up, Greg, it shows the kind of chemistry this team has. They don't get caught up in individual play. They're all working together. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Butler.
Watch the screen.
5 to shoot. Trying to get something going. Count that one.
His first make, and, maybe that will get him going.
Doncic against Curry. And finished off by LeBron.
And, man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
Curry against Doncic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's LeBron. There's the triple. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Warriors trail by 8. Butler dishes to Kuminga. Outside Curry. Outside Kuminga. 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 8. Reeves outside. Lakers working the ball around now. Curry against Doncic. Takes the 3. And James with the basket on the assist by Doncic.
3 points.
Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Butler. Here's Jackson Davis. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jimmy Butler. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
The first free throw is good. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Chance to look at Jimmy Butler. The past month has been surreal. Right around 21 points per, 6 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, trailing by 13. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. All sorts of time. Yep, it counts.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here's the Lakers. They're on a 17-6 run. Reeves outside. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Reeves. Doncic has got 5 points so far. The Warriors have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And it's Podziemski in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Curry really runs the offense well. Knows exactly the time to either shoot it or give it up to his teammates.
Here's Reeves. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Curry with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Golden State. Buddy Hield comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for Los Angeles, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. Back to Smart. Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. Outside for Smart. Knocks down the 3-ball.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second-chance buckets are killing it.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Kevin?
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Curry passes to Bogdanovich. And the Warriors miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Hayes throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Jackson Davis with it, covered by Hayes. Curry looking it over. Over Smart. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Bogdanovich. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Bogdanovich finds Curry. To halt the run, it's tipped.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Bogdanovich, and again, it's the Warriors missing. Los Angeles leading by 20. Doncic outside. No good that time. Good D by Hield.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Yes, that goes in.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Bogdanovich against James. Over Bogdanovich. Misses the jumper.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a driving force for the Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Connect in at the small forward position. Drills the three-pointer.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Outside Bogdanovich. They kick out to Heel. Takes a three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Los Angeles. Bogdanovich passes to Milton. A three-pointer, no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Bounce pass from Smart, from deep. Milton grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Timeout called the Warriors. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Jimmy Butler, 4th.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Milton sets the screen for Bogdanovich. Pass to post. And they get it. And no good that time.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now Reeves. It's stolen by Heel. Bogdanovich looking around. Milton finds post. And here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded by Connect. 3 on the clock. The 3. Bogdanovich, no luck. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Tries the spin move. Outside for Smart. Pass to Hayes. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. To Golden State. Grace Jackson Davis is checked in for Quentin Post. Kuminga comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Stephen Curry in for Shake Milton. And then for Los Angeles, Coloco's checked in. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Smart. Curry with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, you got to stay grounded on that pump fake. Butler really effective at getting the defender to jump into his space.
It's his first trip to the line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And, Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Here's Jackson Davis. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Reeves. Doncic outside. Reeves with the screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Vanderbilt. No good off the front iron. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. It's deflected. Butler with the steal. Curry against Doncic. Outside Butler. The tray. Lakers with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now here's Hield. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Shots good from Butler.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. He's checked in for the Warriors. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. LeBron, he's checked in for Connect. And Smart subbed in for Austin Reeves. Hield against LeBron. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
To the middle, here's Jackson Davis. And the shot goes in. Jackson Davis has got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Los Angeles leading by 19 points. LeBron dishes to Ayton. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Now here's Curry. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. The Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Doncic kicks to Smart. And the 3 off target. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. 3-pointer Hield. Rebound the Lakers. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's tipped. And here is Hield. Nothing on the board.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first half.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Doncic with a screen on Curry. Smart with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside, Kuminga. Curry against Smart. Shot clock at 6. Back to Podziemski. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Floats it up for Kuminga. Stolen by Smart. To the paint. Out to Doncic. Fires from deep. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hield outside. Back to Curry. 36 seconds left in the first half. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And the lightning quick release of Curry really came in handy there.
LeBron against Teal. Good work there as it goes. James has got 14 points.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Outside Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
That one on Smart. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Golden State Warriors.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens better. And help has to come faster.
And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. That's when you turn up.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Doncic. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. LeBron, no luck. The Warriors shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Now, here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here is Hachimura. Inside. It's stolen by Kuminga. And here we go. It's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You got to tag Butler in transition. He's got the quickness and athleticism to shred defenses in the open floor.
LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now Podziemski after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. James against Butler. Shot clock at 5. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
James misses.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Shots good from Butler.
You know, Butler's focus on the offensive end really giving him an edge right now. When he gets locked in like that, he can be highly productive.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. The Lakers are always thinking titles. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Warriors, 4th.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Curry. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's see who's the last
We get a chance to check out some stats for Stephen Curry.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Reeves the pass to LeBron. There's the three. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Shots good by Butler.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Here's Kuminga, following the basket by LeBron James, outside Curry. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Warriors. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And checking out the Lakers, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And well, for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And the 3 ball is good. Hachimura's got 8.
It's such a plus for Hachimura when he's forcing the defense to defend him behind the arc.
Curry kicks to Butler. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Curry, following the basket by LeBron James. There's a screen. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A shot by Pajemski, no good. Lakers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. Off target with his 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Kuminga against LeBron to the inside. Here's Reeves, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Reeves has understated size for a guard, attacking that rim.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry for 3. The rebound by James.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's good. He's got 12.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Butler. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%.
I love how under control Hachimura is, able to push his way through the contact and score. Nice work.
Now here's Curry, 7 points in the game. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Down low, here's Jackson Davis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Doncic. From past the arc.
2 minutes remaining.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Curry to end the cold streak. The long-distance three is buried. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
And the Lakers call time here. On the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Dalton Connect, he's checked in for James. And Smart subbed in for Luka Doncic. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, Smart. Reeves with the screen on Milton. Back to Reeves. That one drops for him. Reeves has got 6 in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Post. Bogdanovich finds Curry. Clock at 6. Back to Bogdanovich. Oh, good on the 3. Lakers shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Outside, Smart. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Reeves can't hit.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
From deep, Reeves. The rebound by Post. Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
And Hayes throws it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defensively.
But clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Smart in at the 1 spot. Now here's Bogdanovich. inside. Here's post. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Now here's Smart. Teardrop shot. Misses the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the need just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Milton. The kick outside to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Post. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Post has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
Outside, Smart. No good on the triple. And for the Warriors, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Butler passes to Milton. Vanderbilt with the steal. Reeves against Hield. Reeves outside. The shot, no good. Good D by Hield. Pass to Milton. Butler against Vanderbilt. Now here's Butler. D right on him. Milton against Reeves. Trying to end the drought, and it's blocked.
Wow, I mean, we don't normally see a rejection from Bogdanovich. I mean, the effort was great, and the shot block was a surprise. How about their second half offensive adjustments? Very impressive, showing some moxie inside. I like it.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them. He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Pass to Post. Here's Milton. Lets it go from deep, and that's good. Stephen Curry for 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the paint, here's Vanderbilt. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 for him tonight. On offense, here are the Warriors. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Milton the pass to Curry. Back to Milton. 3-pointer. And that one is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Connect, covered by Hield. Doncic against Milton. Looking to get back on track here. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, in the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college. And how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Here's Curry following the basket by LeBron James. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Curry against Doncic. To the middle to end the run. And the bucket is good from Butler in deep. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Butler. He's covered by Hachimura. Majemski on the wing. There's the pick. Outside, Kuminga hits it from three-point range.
And you have to keep an eye on Kuminga on the outside because he won't hesitate.
LeBron against Kuminga. LeBron outside. Pass to Hachimura. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's 12 points here for Rui Hachimura. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Curry with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
Presentation of our player of the game, LeBron James.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Left side, Smart.
2 minutes remaining.
Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
and not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Curry outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Vincent with it. Curry meets him. Vanderbilt the pass to Vincent. Vanderbilt with the screen. 5 on the clock. Outside, Smart. That 3 off the mark. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And after losing the first of this 4-game series, they've gotten their revenge here tonight, guys, evening things up, 1 apiece with 2 left to play against the Warriors.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the Lakers with possession here after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Shoots over Podziemski. Smart misses. Outside Curry. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.